Good morning, students. Welcome back to the class. So we have started with inverse trigonometric functions and 2 sessions are over. Now we are into the third session today. So I told you what are the basic ingredients you require to study this chapter. This chapter will be very much easy. Only one thing you should know from the first year. See, you should know the first year trigonometric formulas. Okay, that's the first thing what you needed. Second thing, whatever the formulas we listed in this chapter, inverse trigonometric functions. So if you know these two things, yes, then you can solve any problem from this chapter. But suppose if I don't know this, then certainly you cannot study this one. Certainly this will not exist at all. So just give importance for the first year trigonometric formulas. You will notice actually even in today's session, we will recall many formulas from the first year trigonometry. Okay, so first and foremost importance should be given for trigonometric functions. So remember that thing. So we have done enough number of properties, then we have solved many number of problems based on the properties. Okay, and the last class in the exercise second main was finished. We have to start with the third main, but second main I left one problem number 6. It was tan of 2 tan inverse 1 by 5 minus pi by 4. I would just like to explain this problem first. Let me finish second main problems, then we will start the third and the fourth one. So to start with this, first I will take this in the form of tan of a minus b. So what's the formula of tan of a minus b? Tan of a minus b is tan a minus tan b by 1 plus tan a multiplied by tan b. So let's apply the formula here. So this will be tan of a. This is a and this will be b. Fine. So tan of 2 tan inverse 1 by 5 minus tan inverse, the value of b is pi by 4. So in the denominator also 1 plus tan of 2 tan inverse 1 by 5 multiplied by tan inverse pi by 4. That's fine. Okay, sorry, not tan inverse, tan pi by 4. And we know the value of tan pi by 4 directly. What is the value of tan pi by 4? Tan pi by 4 is 1. What about this term now? This is the one thing which we have to simplify first and then we will substitute the value here. Okay. So to start with that, first thing you should see, you cannot cancel this tan and tan inverse. Remember, we have 2 tan inverse here, so we cannot cancel tan and tan inverse. So for this we will use a formula. We have a formula which I given yesterday. So 2 tan inverse x equal to tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. We will use this to simplify this 2 tan inverse 1 by 5. Therefore, 2 tan inverse 1 by 5 can be written as tan inverse of 2 multiplied by 1 by 5 minus 1 minus 25. So let's keep simplifying this. So this will be tan inverse of 2 by 5 and denominator it's going to be 24 by 25. So on simplifying further, this goes 5 times, right? So the numerator will be 5 will be multiplied to numerator, so 10 by 24, or this can be written as tan inverse 2 by 5, the simplest form what you can notice. That's fine, right? Okay. So this will be the simplest form what you can notice here. Sorry, the denominator was 24, I guess. This was 24, so this is going to be 5 times and this is going to be 12 times. Sorry, tan inverse 5 by 12. So let us replace the value in the numerator. So tan of, so this will be written as tan inverse 5 by 12 minus tan pi by 4 will be 1. So what is denominator now? Denominator is 1 plus, for this again the same value, this will be tan inverse 5 by 12 multiplied by 1. So on simplifying this further, now you can eliminate this tan and tan inverse. So 5 by 12 minus 1, denominator 1 plus 5 by 12. So let us take LCM and simplify now. So this is going to be minus 7 by 12 and denominator will be 17 by 12. So eliminate, answer will be minus 7 by 17. So this one particular problem is a bit different one. So yesterday I didn't do this. So I have explained the same problem in the first class, in the first one today, right? Now most of the problems of today's problems are based on 2 tan inverse x formulas. There are 3, okay, in terms of sine inverse, in terms of cos inverse, in terms of tan inverse. Okay, so based on the occasion we will use any of those three formulas first thing. Then the next thing, we will recall many compound angles from the first year trigonometry, like sine of a plus b, cos of a plus b, sine of a minus, something like this. Okay, so on these formulas we have the next set of problems. So under this, let's consider problem number 3. Problem number 3 is given by, prove that sine inverse 5 by 13 plus cos inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse 63 by 60. Look at that. The left hand side both are in terms of one is sine inverse, one is cos inverse, but the required answer is in terms of tan inverse. The best option, convert these two in terms of tan. So how to convert? Quite simple. So let me consider this equal to a and one more. Right, I said both of them I am going to convert in terms of tan. So let me take this as b. So from this, sin a will be equal to 5 by 13, and from this cos b equal to 3 by 5. For both of them, complete the triangle. This is a, so this will be 5, this will be 13. 169 minus 25, 144, square root of 144 will be 12. So complete the triangle by using Pythagoras theorem. Now here also, this is angle B, so this will be 3, this will be 5. 25 minus 9, 16, square root of 16 will be 4. What do you want from both? From both the triangle, define tan. So from this triangle, tan A is equal to 5 by 12, and from this triangle, tan B is equal to 4 by 3. That's fine. Okay. Now, this further can be written as A is equal to tan inverse of 5 by 12, and from this B is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 3. Right? So I have converted both the terms in terms of tan inverse because my required answer is in terms of tan inverse. That's fine? Okay. So let us start simplifying this. Now the LHS, first term, now can be replaced by tan inverse 5 by 12 plus the second term can be replaced by tan inverse 4 by 3. That's okay. Now apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. What's the formula is given by tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus x multiplied by y. That's okay. So let us start simplifying by taking LCM and all. So this further can be written as tan inverse of 12 multiplied by 3, 36. So LCM will be 36. So how much this is going to be now? 15 plus 48. That's fine. Now in the denominator, 36 is the LCM. So 36 minus 20 by 36. Eliminate 36. Let's go for simplification. Add up this. It's going to be 63. And in the denominator 16. That is nothing but the RHS of the problem. Hope it's clear, students. Convert both of them in terms of tan inverse and solve. Fine, students. Now let's move on to the next. Problem number 4. In problem number 4, there are 6. So the first one, all prove that problems only. Tan inverse of 1 by 9 plus tan inverse of 2 by 9 is equal to 1 by 2 multiplied by cos inverse 3 by 5, and that equal to 1 by 2 multiplied by sin inverse 4 by 5. And that is required for us. Let us see how to solve it. So what I suggest is, see, in the right hand side we have something called as 1 by 2. So instead of on the right side, what I will do here, to start simplifying, first step I will multiply 2 for all the things. So this will become 2 times tan inverse 1 by 9 plus tan inverse 2 by 9. Here there will not be 2. So this will be cos inverse 3 by 5 plus the next term will be sin inverse 4 by 5. Right? Okay. With half it's a bit difficult to solve, and this is the best way and easiest way to solve it. Why it is done like this, you will notice in the later on stages. So LHS, so 2 times. Apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So what is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y? Tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus x multiplied by y. This is the one formula which will be repeatedly applied from now onwards. So just give importance for this now. So on taking LCM, this will be 3 by 9, and denominator is going to be 9 minus 2 will be 7. 7 by 9. So this get eliminated now. So what's the remaining thing? Remaining thing will be 2 tan inverse 3 by 7. Right, okay. Do we have a formula of 2 tan inverse in terms of sin inverse and cos inverse? Certainly we have. Okay, so let's apply the formula here. 1 by 4. Sorry, I made a mistake. It was 1 by 4. So that was the thing which was finding it difficult. Okay, so just a second. I made a mistake. So let me correct it. So that's going to be 36. So on taking LCM, this is going to be 9 plus 8. 9 plus 8 will be 17. 17 by 36. And in the denominator, 34 by 36. You'll be wondering how I got to know I have done a mistake. Quite simple. Whatever I got it, okay, from that it was unable for me to get these two. Okay, so I noticed somewhere I went wrong. Okay, now the thing is, let me convert this 2 tan inverse first in terms of cos inverse, then in terms of sin inverse. I will tell you how to do it. Now what we got finally was 2 tan inverse 1 by 2. Correct? Now we have a formula directly. 2 tan inverse x is cos inverse of 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. First we will convert it to cos inverse. Okay. Now this can be written as cos inverse 1 minus 1 by 4 divided by 1 plus 1 by 4. That's fine. So after taking LCM, cos inverse 3 by 4 divided by 5 by 4, or simply it's going to be cos inverse of 3 by 5. Now the next same thing should be converted in terms of sin inverse. So 2 tan inverse 1 by 2 equal to sin inverse of 2x by 1 plus x square. For same 2 tan inverse we have 3 formulas. I have given you a derivation yesterday. Okay, so just remember. So depending on the situation or the occasion, we will just select the suitable formula. So 2 multiplied by 1 by 2, 1 plus 1 by 4. So let us simplifying it further now. So this get eliminates. So this will be sin inverse of 4 by 5. That's how it should be done. Okay. So that was the first problem. Now let's move on to the second. So fourth main second problem. We have to prove that tan inverse of 2 by 3 equal to 1 by 2 multiplied by tan inverse of 12 by 5. So 1 by 2, whenever you find on the right hand side, or better you shift to the left side and start. So 2 tan inverse 2 by 3 can be written as tan inverse 12 by 5. This is what we need to prove. So let us select the LHS. The LHS is 2 tan inverse 2 by 3. What is the formula of 2 tan inverse in terms of tan inverse now? So 2 tan inverse x is tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. Now substitute in this formula now. So this will be tan inverse of 2 multiplied by 2 by 3. 1 minus 2 by 3 the whole square will be 4 by 9. I should simplify till I get this term. So let us simplify this further. So tan inverse numerator 4 by 3, denominator after taking LCM. So it's going to be 9 minus 4, that's going to be 5 by 9. So this goes 3 times, this 3 will be shifted to numerator. So what's the answer will be now? So tan inverse of 12 by 5. So students, depending on the situation, you select the formula. So there are 3 formulas for tan inverse. So depending on what we need to get, now based on that, a suitable formula should be selected. Let's move to the next, problem number 3. Under this, problem number 3 will be tan inverse 1 by 7 plus 2 tan inverse 1 by 3. Where I need to prove the value should be equal to pi by 4. Now LHS, I'm going to start directly with the LHS. LHS first term tan inverse 1 by 7, second term 2 tan inverse 1 by 3. See, you cannot apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Okay, because we have 2 tan inverse something. So first thing, you apply a formula for this. Apply 2 tan inverse in terms of tan inverse. So this will be tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 2 tan inverse x is tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. 1 by 3 the whole square, that will be 1 by 9. So let us simplify this. Tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 2 by 3 by 8 by 9. So this will be simplified now. So this will become what? tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse, this 3 goes to numerator, so 3 by 4. Now apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is given by tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus x multiplied by y. I should simplify till I get pi by 4 out of this. So further can be written as tan inverse of, so on taking LCM, so LCM will be 28, so 4 plus 21, and in the denominator 28 will be the LCM, 28 minus 3 by 28. 28 get cancels. What is the remaining? 25 by 25. This also can be cancelled. The final remaining thing will be tan inverse 1, and we know that tan inverse of 1 will be pi by 4. So it is so easy if I know the formulas. Okay, so once I reach this step, I should know from the basics whatever I have learned, what is the value of tan inverse 1 will be. So that we have practiced in the earlier problems. Tan inverse 1 will be. Let's go to problem number 4. Not to worry, suddenly you will see a problem in terms of cot inverse. So don't get afraid of it. So problem number 4 is cot inverse 7 plus cot inverse 8 plus cot inverse 18 should be proved as cot inverse 3. Everything is in terms of cot inverse. Don't worry. We have a result actually, if you remember, cot inverse x can be written as tan inverse 1 by x. We have proved this. This result we will use it. So first term can be written as tan inverse 1 by 7. Second term tan inverse 1 by 8. The next term tan inverse 1 by 8. So first let us combine these two. Directly I cannot combine 3. So first I will combine the first two terms by using the formula. So tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. Let's retain the third term as it is. Still this step is simplified. So on taking LCM for this, so LCM will be 56. So it's going to be how much? 15 by 56, right? And here it's going to be 55 by 56. Eliminate 56 plus tan inverse 1 by 18. So let us continue. Tan inverse, so this will be 3 and this will be 11. Tan inverse 3 by 11 plus tan inverse 1 by 18. Now which is the formula I should apply? Now I should apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So let me keep my calculator ready. So once again apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Tan inverse of 3 by 11 plus 1 by 18 plus the denominator should be 1 minus 3 by 11 multiplied by 1 by 18. So let us start simplifying by taking LCM. So let me retain this 11 multiplied by 18. Okay, now how much it's going to be now? So 18 multiplied by 3. Okay, so 18 multiplied by 3 is going to be 54 plus 11. Correct now? And in the denominator, so 11 multiplied by 18 minus 3 by 11 multiplied by 18. This get eliminated. So this will be tan inverse of, this will be 55, 65, right? 65 by 11 multiplied by 18, that's 180 plus 18. So 180 plus 18 will be 198 minus 3. That's fine. Minus 3, right? Yeah, that's fine. 195 it's going to be. Now easily you can check this get eliminated 3 times. So what is the remaining thing then? Final remaining is going to be tan inverse 1 by 3, but my required answer is in terms of cot inverse. So tan inverse 1 by 3 can also be written as cot inverse 3. That's my required answer. Same formula repeatedly applied twice. So combine the first two terms. Okay. So as I said, first thing, notice everything is in terms of cot inverse. Suddenly we will get a shock actually. What we have studied, everything is in terms of tan inverse, suddenly cot inverse. Not to worry at all. Okay, I said you, I can convert tan inverse, cot inverse in terms of tan inverse, solve purely in terms of tan inverse. Whatever I get, that should be finally converted to cot inverse. So it's so simple. Now what is this? The next problem number 5 in this. We have 2 tan inverse 3 by 4 minus tan inverse 17 by 31 is equal to pi by 4. Let me tell you students, if I just only want to work only the problems from NCERT, maybe in 2 sessions I would have finished this. Maybe in 3 to 4 hours we can finish this. Only if I concentrate on the problems of NCERT. It's a matter of 3 hours, this chapter will get over. But I cannot make you perfect. I will not have the satisfaction that yes, I made you people to learn this concept very easily. I will not be satisfied if I do only the problems from NCERT. NCERT concepts, NCERT problems are nothing. Okay. Only thing is whatever I am doing, whatever I am giving you to practice. Okay. If you work out these problems, then NCERT problems are totally nothing for my students. That much I want to say. Okay. So not to worry. Okay. Just prepare the notes. So wherever you are writing NCERT, just start with the heading NCERT and write down. Because those things we have to prepare for the board examination. So let us simplify. So in the LHS notice, the first term, 2 tan inverse x. Okay, 2 tan inverse x can be written as tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. Use the formula. Let's retain this tan inverse 17 by 31. Fine. Okay. So this can be written as tan inverse. So let me just simplify this further. So 3 by 2 by it's going to be 16 minus 9. 16 minus 9 is going to be 7. 7 by 16 plus tan inverse 17 by 31. So I can still simplify this further. This goes 8 times. So this will be tan inverse 8 multiplied by 3, 24 by 7 plus tan inverse 17 by 31. So you already have an int actually. Final answer should be pi by 4. So to get pi by 4, the last step should be tan inverse 1. Now apply tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, tan inverse of x plus y. So y is 17 by 31 by 1 minus 24 by 7 multiplied by 17 by 31. So the simplification starts for tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So tan inverse of, so on taking LCM, so the values are a bit higher one. So 31 multiplied by 7. So let me have the value. 31 multiplied by 7 is going to be 217. 217 plus 7 multiplied by 17. So 17 multiplied by 7. So that is going to be 119 by 7 multiplied by 31. So let me have the value. 7 multiplied by 31. So that's going to be 217. Okay. 1 second. So I just want to check this. 24 multiplied by 31. That's 744 here. Okay. Now let's have the denominator. So 7 multiplied by 13, that is 217 minus 24 multiplied by 17. So let's have the value. 24 multiplied by 17. So this is going to be 408 divided by 217. Numbers are a bit large. I should take the help of my calculator. So tan inverse of. So we have the value 744 plus 119. So how much that's going to be? 863. I know we have I went wrong somewhere in the simplification. So I just wanted to cross verify this and do it. Okay. So 744 plus 119 by, now denominator is not giving the value 1. So let's make a correction for this. Sorry student, there was a slight mistake. So actually in the problem minus sign is there between the two terms. I have taken it as plus. So let us change this. So this will be minus and plus. Sorry for that mistake. So let me just continue. So now let's continue. Tan inverse of 744 minus 119. So it's going to be 625, and in the denominator also it's going to be 625. So tan inverse of 1 easily is going to be pi by 4. So somewhere when solving itself I will get to know I have done a mistake. So I just went back and I just found the mistake. So it's quite easy because I know my required answer should be pi by 4. So that was the fifth sum. So we have one more left, the last problem of the exercise. So this is given by 2 tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 is equal to tan inverse 31 by 17. That's what's required for us. Okay, so as usual, start the LHS, but start with the formula of 2 tan inverse x. So what is 2 tan inverse x? 2 tan inverse x is tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. So x square will be 1 by 4 plus, let's retain this, tan inverse 1 by 7. That's fine. Okay, now on simplifying this further, this get eliminated, so 1, and on simplifying this 3 by 4 plus tan inverse 1 by 7. So let us further simplify this. This is nothing but tan inverse 4 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 7. Now apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. So further simplifying, we should get this right hand side, so I will leave the right hand side there. So let us consider the LCM. The LCM will be 21. So the numerator will be 7, 4, 28 plus 3, right? And in the denominator, so the denominator is 1, on taking LCM it's going to be 21 minus 4 by 21. So let us cancel these two. The rest, whatever we get, will be the required answer. So tan inverse of 28 plus 3, 31, 21 minus 4, that's going to be 17. So that's the required RHS for us. Clear, students? Now we finished the exercise problems. This exercise problem will give you a better approach to start and solve the NCERT problems very easily and very quickly, because whatever the difficulty level we have to face, we have done it already. We have learned the concept, we have learned the problems actually, we have learned which formula has to be used, okay, according to the situation. We have learned all this. Now if I start NCERT, then if you have already done all these things, whatever I have explained, if you are thorough with this, definitely you will say NCERT problems are nothing, sir. This is what you will tell. For that, you have to practice whatever the exercise problems are being done. Learn the method, learn the concepts, okay, then come back to the NCERT, you will not feel the heat. Fine, students, now starts. Let us go for NCERT exercise 2.2. Under this, some worked examples, and then we are going to start with the exercise. So first, let us start with example under that first one. Okay, they show that, okay, we have two actually. Show that sin inverse of 2x into root of 1 minus x square is equal to 2 sin inverse x. We will prove this first, then I will go to the next one. So we have a formula. Okay, so let us consider RHS, or you can start with any. I will explain two methods. You just listen. This is the first method what I am going to explain. I am going to start with RHS, sin inverse of 2x into root of 1 minus x square. Now let me consider x equal to sin theta. If I can put cos theta also I can get it, but my required answer is in terms of sin inverse. So let us consider x equal to sin theta here. So this will be sin inverse of 2 sin theta multiplied by root of 1 minus sin square theta. What is root of 1 minus sin square? Cos theta. Whatever I say, okay, those who are ready with the first year trigonometric formulas, they will understand very easily, very quickly. I said something, root of 1 minus sin square is cos square. Yes, you have studied this in first year, and if you just can, if you can recollect the formula whenever I use it, then there is nothing can stop you. Okay, so what I get here, 2 sin theta multiplied by cos theta. What is 2 sin theta cos theta? That is nothing but sin 2 theta. Eliminate sin inverse and sin. So the remaining is 2 theta. And what is the value of theta from this? If x equal to sin theta, then theta equal to sin inverse x. So this will become 2 sin inverse x. This is one method. Okay. Now I have one more. Second one, same thing only, sin inverse of 2x into root of 1 minus x square only, but this time the answer will be 2 cos inverse x. Okay, students? Sorry, I wanted to explain the second method, right? For this, let me explain. Okay, now the second method of this, let me consider x equal to sin theta Therefore, theta equal to sine inverse x. Then we know that there is a formula for sine 2 theta given by 2 sine theta multiplied by cos theta. This is the second method what I am explaining now. So this will be 2. Let's retain sine. Cos theta can be written as root of 1 minus sine square theta, because I only know the value of sine theta. I don't know the value of cos theta at all. So convert cos in terms of sine. So 2 sine theta. Okay, and now let me retain sine theta value. Now sine theta value I took it as x, correct? And now this will be root of 1 minus x square. Now what is the left hand side? Left hand side is sine 2 theta. Shift sine to right side. So 2 theta equal to sine inverse of 2x into root of 1 minus x square. The last step, replace theta. The value of theta is sine inverse x. So the left hand side will be 2 sine inverse x equal to sine inverse of 2x multiplied by root of 1 minus x square. This is the second method. Any of the method you can write it, you will still get the answer. Still be marks will be given to you. But for the next one I will explain only one method. The second one is prove that sine inverse of 2x into root of 1 minus x square equal to 2 cos inverse x. This time once again I am going to start with RHS. Sine inverse of 2x into root of 1 minus x square. So let us consider x equal to cos theta. Therefore theta equal to cos inverse x. Let us substitute back. Sine inverse of 2, what is x value we took it as? Cos theta multiplied by root of 1 minus sine square. So what is the root of 1 minus cos square will be? Now root of 1 minus cos square will be sine theta. So 2 cos theta multiplied by sine theta. And this will give me the formula of sine 2 theta. Eliminate sine inverse and sine 2 theta. Lastly, replace the value of theta. The value of theta will be 2 cos inverse x. Both are very much important. Any one will be asked for 2 marks in the final examination. So please practice.